Oh, Perkins just holding the trigger there, mashing the keypad, if you will, and is hoping to get some kind of kill. But look at the shells he's using up there. Look at them flying towards the camera in this super slow motion shot.
Yes, it may not have been an effectual position, but it certainly was a beautiful shot.
Perkins here again. Watch this.
Oh, triple kill, and you don't see that very often from Perkins, and he is definitely going to take his bow.
Yes, look at that. The red team are all astounded. His teammates just looking at him from going, Perkins, did you just do that?
But indeed he did. But Maddox is not going to let sleeping dogs lie. No, he picks up the turret and quickly makes short work of his first encounter with the red team, only to come around the corner, see Chuckbuster, and take him out just as quickly.
Yeah, look, he's just annihilating the red team's heal there. The red team obviously behind at this point, takes out Perkins as well. He's not getting any time, but lets his teammates go in there. It's a great game at this point for Maddox, moving in here, and though he just dies here from Poogy, Chuckbuster dies straight away afterwards. How did that happen? Let's look back. So Maddox is already dead at this point as Poogy throws that grenade in the middle of the hill at his own teammate. Betrayal.
It was an incredibly girly throw for a second time.
And another bizarre moment here for Chuckbuster. You can see he sees Nathan huddled over the machine gun turret, intent on getting kills. So he comes in behind for the assassination. Unbelievable. Surely he's going to get a kill here at some point.
But no, the kill comes from the most unlikely quarter. Knopman on Chuckbuster.
Now what happened here? You can see here Nathan's bent over the machine gun, and as Chuckbuster came in here and is also lunging behind him, Knopman apparently has misread the situation when he comes up from behind and becomes insanely jealous.
He's flipped Chuck around in a reverse cowgirl position and thrust his sword into his gullet.
Thinking, hey, hands off! Nathan's has his mind. And then suddenly he shakes his head, blinks, and realizes, oh, we're still playing Halo here. Okay, let's get back into the fray. But Knopman himself is on the receiving end of a horrible assassination here, as he seems to forget that Timbo is behind him. So let's switch now to the blue team's helmet cam.
Timbo, you okay there, mate?
Don't worry, I've got the pansy boy. The last thing you're gonna smell, mate, is my underarm. And the last thing you're gonna feel is my hand. Wrist deep up your guts. Wrist deep up the guts.
The hill's just over there. Alex is getting into the Warthog bench, manning the guns. This is a sure slam dunk here before two grenades land right at the foot and send them head over heels into the rough.
Well, they're actually in the water here, and he's decided, okay, now we're going to try and get back to the hill as fast as we can. There's a rock there, he drives around. That's the right thing to do. You don't drive through a rock, you drive around a rock. But then he goes AWOL.
Yes, there's absolutely no excuse for this driving. Alex straight towards the hill, but then, of course, completely misses Gigantox and overshoots terribly.
I mean, he's overshot into the rough right here. He's down in the ditches. He's coming back, and it's terrible driving. What was his excuse?
It's difficult terrain.
He is a terrible driver, I suspect, and he's stopped right in front of the turret, only to get himself killed ineffectually, and Chuck also. Now we're looking from the bird's eye view. Can you talk us through this, Ben?
Well, he's just gone from one end of the map to the other, and he's got no ill time, no kills. He's done nothing elegant. He's done nothing to contribute. He gets his just desserts. He fucking dies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
With our top 5 plays of the week.
Look at this outer space scene. It's incredible, isn't it? And we see here Chuck, Burke, Boogs, and Timbo facing off against Griff Bench, Al, and Mattox.
There's 4 guys here, G'ing each other up, ready to bash some fucking skulls in.
That's also what I was thinking. And you can see them here as a team going into this zero-gravity room led by Timbo.
Right here, he's just going to smash some cunt in the face. And there he goes, right in his face, smashing his prick where he needs to be, which is dead.
And you can see there Griffo with his little green stench bursting out of his back. He's spent a lot of time developing that green, and it is as horrific as we think.
I mean, Timbo's on fire. He's made 1 kill. Okay, so he gets shot down there. No dramas. Get up, son, and hit him back.
And if we go here, we can see Griffo's limp, lifeless body, and Timbo put him there. Let's just reflect on that for a moment.
It's a sad reminder of the hard and harsh realities of war. You know, you shoot someone, they're gonna fucking die. And it's a reality. And there he goes there, he's dying. Timbo's dead. Boom, you're dead, son. Dead. Again, he hits the floor and he's dead. I mean, can this guy do anything wrong? Absolutely everything wrong. Turns around, gets shot in the back, he's dead. He's jumped in the air, boom, he's dead. I mean, this guy is kissing death like it was his wife. He's making love to death. He's got her on the back, and then boom, he's taken one up the arse. Oh, fuck it, I'll just die again. I mean, mate, you're gonna fucking pull the finger out and do something for this team, or you're gonna die. Oh no, I'll just fucking keep dying. I mean, Perkins, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
It's certainly embarrassing now, yes. I would think after that expert commentary into his deaths. And you can see here, he's not getting any luck either, really. He's going down and immediately gets taken out from behind.
Well, you make your own luck, don't you? I mean, this guy's ended up with 1 kill in the whole game. What's his contribution? I mean, that's fucking pathetic.
From Al's point of view, Al's had a fantastic game here. Sees Dimbo there and absolutely takes him out. Back of the head.
It's a dispute resolution here on Countdown, a map we have not yet seen here in the Iron Chief Season 3, but it's a great map, a lot of vertical here. But we're going to be following Chuckbuster here. The dispute resolution is raised by Knopman. And let's go back a little moment here to see Chuckbuster picking up the rocket, seeing his teammates, Death pop in the distance there, and then suddenly, as he spins around here, he's going to spot a member of the blue team, Poogy, bang, open shot, fires rocket, and
suicide. Inexplicably.
Not only has he died, but he's also got a betrayal on Knopman. So we can see Knopman appearing behind him there. Chuckbuster's like on a spot, obviously Pooga Banger in a moment, moves up to the front there, shoots the rocket, and for some reason there's a massive explosion around them both.
Betrayal.
Knopman has actually respected the line of fire here, going around the back of Chuckbuster. Chuckbuster's run forward.
It's a classic crossover move for members of the same team. As he then fires the rocket, you can see there, it's clearly over the ledge, he's not hitting the wall. Explosion. And not only an explosion that kills them both, it's also a beautiful explosion too, wouldn't you say?
It is. The colours are all colours of the rainbow in that particular red and yellow spectrum.
It's all the colours of the death rainbow. But if we look here, let's look in super slow motion here as he fires the rocket. Perkins, what is that in between them?
Well, it looks like a spontaneously arrived torch, but in fact it is not.
It's going the other way, Perkins.
It is a rocket. The very same rocket for which the exhaust you saw coming out the back of the rocket launcher not a moment before.
How ironic.
It is, but how did it end up there? 4 feet south of where it's supposed to be.
It reminds me of Words with Friends.
A little bit so. I mean, certain words just somehow make it through.
But it definitely shouldn't be there anyway. So Chuckbuster there, I think clearly, what do you call it when someone is not guilty?
He is innocent.
Something like that. He's acquitted. He's acquitted of all charges there by the fact that rocket appeared out of nowhere and spectacularly and beautifully killed both members of the red team.
It was a supernatural and paranormal moment, that is for sure. And so in a court of law, responsible only for logic, it would be absolutely baffled as to what would happen. And we can see now from Knopman's point of view, nothing doing. He didn't know it hit him. You can see why the dispute was needed to be resolved. Now turning to Chuck here. Terrible sniping.
Yeah, terrible sniping and throwing a grenade there to no one. And somehow gets Knopman again. Look at this. The grenade going up there. That's Timbo with the hammer coming up. And Knopman with the sword. Luckless Knopman, hapless Knopman, staying at the top there somehow, flicking the grenade just perfectly so that it's going to kill him.
But Timbo, oddly enough, even though he's just as close, manages to close his eyes at the very moment of explosion and remain relatively unscathed.
If I can't see it, it can't hurt me. But it's not over for Chuckbuster here. You can see later on again with the rocket launcher, popping up the top, turning, searching for a blue team member. Sees Poogie, but way too late, pulls the trigger.
And he manages to kill the finest member on his own team, the MVP of the game, in fact. Because just had a great one with 22, and Chuck, not so much. And here we are on Zealot for a 4-on-4 shoddy fest. And let's go straight into the action. And we're really going to follow Benchoes here because it is he that really surprises. You can see immediately Perkins getting killed.
2 kills straight off the bat there. Someone's trying to tickle him in the bummy. He just decides to back up, let his health recharge, and then when we're ready, son, let's go back and fucking smash some meds in.
It's really incredibly cerebral play from Bench. We're not used to that kind of performance by him. But you can see, using his teammate as cover, throwing that grenade, turning away, and seeing himself killing Poos.
And watch here, Poogs gets blasted, and he's dumbfounded. Am I dead? Fuck it, I am.
Poogs didn't know that Benchoes could play this way anymore, so you can see Benchoes really cock of the walk here. Walking around, you can see that he knows when he goes down this corridor, no, that's not the intelligent play, I'm going to go the other way. They wouldn't expect that.
This is a classic one right here. He's coming up against Chuckbuster, a man that normally has his game, but today Chuck's way intimidated. Boom, he's missed it. And how that happened, you look in slow-mo here, Chuck misses the shot, pulls the trigger, way off target, Bench gets right up in his face and says, fuck you, son, I'm taking you down.
And that's exactly what he's done with that second bunt. It is really an emotional loss there that Chuck has missed.
He's been playing with his heart, and sometimes that's not a right decision, is it?
Absolutely not. And you can see Bench here dropping down after regenerating and taking this incredible double kill.
That's reminiscent of a double kill we got in 2001 on Blood Gulch.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. He uses the corridor as cover to really take that second kill. And the whole game has really been Benches, as you can see. And here, an incredible performance from Poogy Bang as he jumps into that Wraith. You can see the potential here, the kinetic energy. Now, Bench, what do you think?
Well, that's just fucking Asian drivers, isn't it?
Number one player of the week here. We're going to follow Mattox on breakpoint as he sees the Banshee and heads towards it. Takes to the scars for the first and maybe the last time.
Yes, you can see here he's looking around thinking, what have I got to do first? Do I go for the hill, or do I completely annihilate any possibilities of an enjoyable competitive match?
No competition is his choice, even at the expense of 3/4 of his own health.
Well, he knows he can take a shot. He's got a bit up his sleeve. He's all right.
And you can see what he's doing here. He finds the Virgin Hill, and instead of wasting his time, getting time, he simply waits for his opponents and takes them out in a perfect splatter. And he flies around.
I'd say that's the best splatter he's done since Blood Gulch, circa 2001-2002.
2 splatters. You can see Chuck actually headbutts. He jumps into headbutt Mattox's splatter there, making it all the more spectacular.
He got it all wrong there. He was going for an attempted hijack and just didn't pull it off.
Little nose skim there. He's a bit of a player in this thing, ain't he?
And so you can see Knopman really bears the brunt of Mattox's anger from the scars. There's death from above.
Kills his own player. It doesn't matter a bit.
You've got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette, and Poogs was one of those eggs in this particular occasion.
Just taking out Chuckbuster there for the killing frenzy. That's a great play so far. And look, we see the hill moves here. Maddox is going to be the first one there. Is he going to get time? Let's have a look.
Hill control.
Well, you can see he does jump out. He's totally changed his tactics here. He's come out of the Banshee. Oh, no. He's jumped back into the Banshee, let his teammate take the hill, and he's going to rain death from above yet again. Knopmania almost gets him, but can't get him out of the skies.
Yes, that would have been a spectacular kill if not Mania managed to shoot him out of the skies there with the Wraith. But unfortunately, Maddox is still flying, coming back to fight another day. He then takes out Countem, long distance shot.
And it is a perfect game from Mattox here, strategically excellent, although not possibly a viewer's game, a spectator's game, wouldn't you say, Bench?
Well, he's got a running right there. I disagree. I think it's fantastic viewing. He's killing people. He's massacring. I mean, it's not possibly the best kind of tactics for the team to win, per se, but I enjoy watching it. I gotta be honest.
Knopmania cartwheeling out of the hill. Mattox has got to be happy with himself right now. So happy, in fact, that he's going to take out any more competition for the 3rd time this map.
I think, as you were saying to me earlier, guys, you think he's reached the tip of perfection at this point.
Exactly right. He has reached the top of his game. Upset that he might fall, he kills himself instead.
And so our number one play of the week, Maddox's Rampage in the Banshee, ends with him killing himself. Quite fitting there that that's the last play of this episode. So we'll see you again next time.